I'm here.
Hey everybody, how are you doing? It's Sean from Retaliation Resale, and I am doing another edition of Bathroom Books. And for those of you who don't know, I have so many books scattered throughout the house. The house is a complete mess. One of the only few places where I can actually shoot a video is in the bathroom, so I've come to kind of call this video series Bathroom Books. And they're books that I find interesting. I talk about 7 books. They can have a story behind them. They could be from my childhood. They might be about a subject I really like, or they could just be books that are profitable and I want you to know about them. Doing something a little different. But before I get into it, please like and subscribe, and please leave a comment. I'm trying to get up to 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so I've got about 6 weeks to do it. If you could subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. And in this edition of Bathroom Books, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to some what I call B-roll film. We're going to go outside. I'm going to show you pictures of my car, the Kia Soul. Hey everybody, it's Sean from Retaliation Resale. And you're looking at a bunch of books in the back of my Kia Soul hatchback. Here it is, the white beast with the red roof. Looks like a brand of taxi here in the San Francisco Bay Area. The Kia Soul can accommodate 20 small boxes. Double row of 4, double row of 3, and a double row of 3. And I will be sorting on top of the station here. There's a box right here open, one of the 20. These are 2 of the ones I'm sorting. And this mess is my garage. These 5 boxes in front with the suitcase, those actually are going to the, we've got somebody that's going to buy those. So, but the rest, you can see all these books. Those are all books. We do have reel-to-reel tape here that we picked up. Boxes, books, those are all books. This all needs to be gone through, and that's going to take some time. And it's hard to go through all this when you get 20 boxes of books. And I'm supposed to go pick up another 10 to 15 tomorrow. But I'm going to sort. And I open up this first box right here. And you will be happy to note that the first book I scanned was this, The History of Art, and it's a keeper. I'll show it to you. But I was going to do a time-lapse video, but I don't really think anybody really wants to watch that. So, and it's a pain to set up. So I'm just going to highlight out of the 20 boxes of books what I kept and what I didn't. And you can see, again, some more boxes. This is all stuff that needs to be scanned. So anyway, I've already shown you that. So I'm going to get to scanning, and I'll show you what happens after that. And it's kind of the garage and everything that's going on. Because this is really interesting. For me, when I get books, when it rains, it pours. And I was going to an estate sale, and it's an after estate sale kind of closeout, we'll say. And basically, I deal with estate people that don't really open up their estate sales to the general public. What they do is they have their set of niche people. They have somebody that just does furniture, somebody that just does rugs, somebody that just does artwork, somebody that does, fine china and silverware, someone that does housewares, someone that does power tools, someone that does even antiquarian books. I'm one of the people that come in after they've sold the bulk of the estate and they just want to get rid of their books. They don't open it up to like 200 people over the weekend and have everybody come in and have everything listed. They have a sort of select clientele that they deal with. And that's one of their charms, how they sell their service to the people that are, want to empty the house and get rid of all the belongings, is that, hey, you're not going to have 100, 200, 300 people come here through a weekend, tramping through your house, causing more wear and tear and just, creating havoc. They want people that come in, get out. They want the whole thing taken care of as soon as possible. And they want to deal with as few people as possible. So I come in and I got this notice. You've got 6 boxes of books, 3 boxes of records. Turned out it was 8 boxes of books, 3 boxes of records. Fine, not a problem. Afterwards, though, I was going down and I dealt with some people in the East Bay and they had a bunch of books they were getting rid of. This was probably maybe 3-4 months ago, and they said, oh, in the future, I have some, a family member that has some books that they're going to want to get rid of too. Will you take care of that? I'm like, sure, no problem. So I was going down to San Jose to get what I was thinking would be 4, 6, 8 boxes of books. Turns out it was 16 boxes of books. Linda was with me. We transferred stuff around to the truck, which is, it's a small pickup, Ford Ranger. Doesn't hold a lot. But we moved some stuff around. We got everything in, and the Kia was filled with like tons of boxes. And I show you all the boxes in the back and sorting and the garage. So you'll see that. And what ended up happening is I got through about, I think I have like 4 to 6 boxes left from the after estate sale, the one who had the in San Jose. The people involved aren't important, but the person that had the books was really into aviation, and there's a lot of World War II books about aircraft, and these are books that sell $20, $30, $40, $50. So I'm going to... Okay, just a quick follow-up to what you saw outside in the Kia. There are 1, 2 and a half boxes of books that I've got so far from the back. I have another 4 or 5 in the garage still to scan from that aviation series. This, you see that book that says Giant Airships, that is from a set of Time Life books. This one is the Epic of Flight. Normally Time Life book sets aren't worth necessarily a whole lot. These do sell. They sold 4 complete sets on Amazon, but that's not a whole lot in the last 6 months. They sell a little better on eBay, so I'm going to eBay this set. It weighs 35 pounds. So instead of sending that in to Amazon, I'm going to ship that from home and sell it on eBay. I'll make more money. We have this box, which will contain 7 of the books that I'm about to show you, and the remainder of that box and this box are getting ready to be prepped and shipped out. So not a bad haul. This box has about 20 some odd books, and it weighs about 45 pounds. So it's there's still a lot to go through, a lot to process, but enjoy. Go through 7. These were basically some of the first ones I pulled from the box. I show you inside. I think I have 3 boxes of books that I have to now price and list. There's a Time Life set that I came across. I'm going to sell that on eBay because it does sell on Amazon, but it's only sold 4 copies in the last 6 months. It weighs 35 pounds, and I don't want to pay postage to send it to Amazon and then have them send it out. I'm just going to deal with it on my end, and I can make about the same amount of money and skip a step. So I'm going to do that, but I show that to you as well. Let's get into 7 of the books that I found that I listed. And I'm not going to tell you the price after I lift up the book. I will show you what it says on Scout IQ so you can see for yourself. You can do research. You can blow it up. You could type in the ISBN number. That's International Standard Book Number. See for yourself. Do your own research. Trust me, but trust yourself more, okay? So now I said that I got a bunch of aviation books, so of course this is a military book, so to speak, but it's not about airplanes. It's actually about a Soviet, I think, sub that the U.S. found and tried to raise with the help of the CIA. Let's see. Despite incredible political, military, and intelligence risk, and after 6 years of secret preparations, the CIA attempted to salvage the sunken Soviet ballistic missile submarine K-129 from the depths of the North Pacific Ocean in early August 1974. Okay, so that's what this book is about. It's called Project Azorian, the CIA, and the Raising of the K-129. Okay, to protect the dust jacket. So we're going to put that in there. Second book. Shattered Sword, The Untold Story of the Battle of Midway. Nice thick book. This one normally lists for $35 when it was new back in the day. So, there you go. Crowwood, and that's Crowwood, Crowwood Aviation Series. I'm going to pronounce this, the Akai D301, D3A1/2 Val. All right. Had never seen this plane, didn't know anything about it. The interesting thing is, if you look it up on the bottom, if you can see this right down here, 25 pounds. So this book is published in England. So as you see that, okay, great. Double the price, so probably $50 new. There you have it. Now, most of these books, they're the big, oversized kind of coffee table books. They're going to weigh a lot, so you're not going to get a lot of these in the box when you send them in. If they weigh 2 to 3 pounds, you're going to get probably 15 to 20 books. You can't go over 50 pounds when you send it to Amazon. I did that once. They sent me a sort of polite, little snarky letter basically saying, you can't do this. I had to acknowledge it. If it happens again within like 3 or 4 months, they could fine you or suspend your account or do all kinds of bad stuff. So I just said, yes, I'm very sorry, and moved on. So, Race to the Win, How Air Racing Advanced Aviation. Some old planes. This was a $40 coffee table book when new. There you have it. Wet Wings and Drop Tanks, Recollections of American Transcontinental Air Racing. Here's his book. Okay. Grumman F9F Panther Cougar, first Grumman cat of the jet age. Again, specialty press, $29.95 used. A lot of these books had limited runs, so the people that want this or that have an interest will pay a little more. Because like I said, most of these books are selling in the $20 to $40 range. So they're selling at around what the new price was, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. And that all has to do with supply and demand. Okay, here we have, this is the first book I showed you in the outside footage. History of Art. Okay, this one didn't have anything to do with airplanes, but it was a seller. It's a heavy book. It's probably like 5 pounds. So not too many of these books will go into the box, but that's fine. I will do 2 or 3 shipments. I have big poly bags. I'll place these in because I do want to protect them. Some people say, forget it, man. You know, Amazon just throws books around. I'm not going to do anything to protect the book because it doesn't matter. But I've got the poly bags. It doesn't take a lot of extra time. People might appreciate it. Maybe they'll give a good review, or at least the book has a better chance of getting to the customer in decent shape, and that's what I want. If somebody's paying 30 or 40 bucks for a book, I don't want to return it. That sucks. You get the little return notice from Amazon, and if it's, you know, like a $25, $30 book, you're like, because that's like, you know, $20 or $30 book, that's like $10 to $20 profit. If it's a $11.99 book, you're like, okay, it's $3. That's, you can live with that, you know. But so those are the 7 books. One of the things I want to emphasize is I was really lucky getting these books. Basically, the guy's brother passed away, and I met the brother there, and I had met the sister a few months back at another location when I got books from her and her husband. And this guy was an aviation fan. Don't know if he was in the war. Some of these books are more kind of a history of. There weren't as many like war books as just more airplanes. He could have been a pilot. He could have just liked planes. San Jose is near the old Moffett Field, which has, I think, been decommissioned. There's a PX store, but there's not. The old hangars, I think, have been converted. So I think the closest Air Force base might be, oh gosh, Northern California somewhere. Anyway, doesn't matter. But when you get a specialty collector, whether it's military, ships, planes, artillery, it might be whatever, trains, old autos or whatever. The more specific the collection, the more higher end books you're going to find. If someone's a collector or just has a source that they like, they're going to have a lot of higher end books that are going to be worth something. So if you get a choice where you could go get a collection of books that are all over the place, or somebody that collected one thing, go to the collection. Because if he collected them or she collected them, there's probably going to be other people that are interested in the same thing. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. I'll see you again. Bye. Thank you.
Goodbye.